All right. Good evening, everybody. It is Monday, August 9th, 2021, and I'm going to call the Prescott regular city council meeting to order. Next item on the agenda, roll call. Tom Haas.
Here.
Rob Doherty.
Here.
Pat Knock.
Here.
Marie Notwell.
Here.
And Bailey and Dar are excused. We all stand and say the Pledge of Allegiance, please. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. Next item on the agenda is public comments. Anybody in the audience that wants to speak about anything on the agenda? Now's the time to step forward, state your name, and any thoughts or whatnot you have. Because normally during the meeting when we have an agenda item, you are not allowed to speak unless I let you speak. And I don't usually let that because we want meetings to move. So, any comments? If not, next item on the agenda is a consent agenda, regular city council meeting of July 26th, planning commission of August 2nd, joint board review of July 27th, Prescott Library of May 20th, the budget year to date, accounts payable, payroll, and our receivables.
Motion to approve the consent agenda.
Second.
Motion made second, approve the consent agenda and the 7 items I read off. Is there any other discussion on the motion? Not all in favor signify by saying.
There's a correction on the minutes.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, I think we meant,
Spelled your name wrong?
no.
Just checking.
Under the bar section, closing hours, it's supposed to say thank, not take.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the only thing I had.
Yeah, I see where it says that. All right, other items to discuss or corrections to be made? Okay, if not, all in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. Next item on the agenda is standing committees. Finance Committee, denial of an insurance claim. Who wants to present that?
I could take that one.
All right.
So there was a boat that received some damage when it came in off of to dock. Propeller ended up hitting the river bottom, from what I understand. Tried to file a claim against us with our insurance. Filed it with our insurance, and they recommend denial as there's no proof that the city had any liability in terms of that. So that's for the denial claim that's in front of you today. We are issuing a letter to him as well to give him a certain amount of time for him to answer back if there's any sort of grievance there.
Okay, so I'm going to check statewide services is our insurance company's people to do the check. They did an investigation, say it wasn't us putting rocks, we can't help the river's low. So then we have to follow up with a letter from ourselves to Kevin that we're denying his claim, just FYI. Any other questions or discussion? Not to entertain a motion to approve sending this letter out.
Motion to send the letter denying the claim made against our insurance.
Second.
Motion made second, send out the letter to Kevin Slabby, 469 Gibbs Street, number 2, denying his claim. Is there any other discussion on the motion? Not all in favor signify by saying aye.
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 Opposed? Motion carried. Next item on the agenda is resolution 2021. Resolution request application for exemption from from the county library tax. We do this every year, if I'm not mistaken.
Right. It'll be resolution 2121. I'm sorry. I got
Oh, it's 2121?
21.
Motion to approve resolution 2021.
Second.
All right. Motion made second, approve resolution 2021. Resolution requesting application for exemption from county library tax. Is there any other discussion on the motion? If not, all in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. Health and safety. Do we need a meeting for health and safety?
Nothing.
Oh, okay. Parks and public property. That's usually Bailey. She's not here, but request from St. Croix Sailing Club for overnight docking at Courtesy Dock, September 25th, 2021. I think they request this every year, and we have granted in years past. Do we ask for insurance? We don't, do we?
We don't. No.
It's just they want to stay overnight. We'll allow them an overnight, which we normally don't. So I'll entertain that motion.
So moved.
Second.
Motion made and second to approve September 25th, 2021 as overnight docking at the Courtesy Dock for St. Croix Sailing Club. Is there any other discussion on the motion? If not, all in favor signify by saying aye.
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 Opposed? I don't know if I heard him. That's why I did look at him. Next time, just next meeting, August 16, 2021 at 5 p.m. Just everybody mark that on your calendars. That's next week.
Yes.
Tuesday? Next Monday.
Monday.
That's not interfering with the biosolids.
No, that's the 18th. That's on the 18th, the biosolids.
Correct.
The 18th is Saturday.
You in the right month?
Yeah, no.
September?
No,
No,
August.
August.
August. We're in August right now.
Sorry.
We'd be bull hunting by then.
It's on the 18th.
Yeah, so, 18th is biosolids, 16th is the Parks and Public Property. This coming, next Monday, I should say, will be that. So just FYI for those who are interested. Licensing Committee, request for temporary alcohol permit for St. Joe's Fall Festival, September 18th and 19th, 2021.
Move to grant a temporary Class B and Class B retailers license for St. Joseph's Catholic Church for the 18th and the 19th.
I'll second that.
Motion made, second, approved temporary Class B beer license for St. Joe's for September 18th and 19th. Is there any other discussion on the motion? If not, all in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. Ordinance Committee or Commission? Nothing there right now we need? Okay, if not, we'll move on to Planning Commission. Final plat for the Palmetto Phase 2. It's in your packet. It's in your, well, that's to make sure everyone's paying attention. I told you, James, sometimes you turn things upside down, print them backwards. Planning Commission recommended approval. This was part of their original request. It's just that they did it in phases. This is the second phase, and they want to approve the plat, how it lays out. It hasn't changed. It's all basically twin homes. So twin home lots on Robert Street and then in that Harris Court. So I'll entertain a motion to approve the second phase or phase 2.
I'll make a motion to approve second phase 2 of the Palmetto
Subdivision.
plat.
We got a motion made and second to approve the Palmetto Phase 2 subdivision of the plat. Is there any other discussion on the motion?
This is, the approval of this is just strictly for the plat.
Correct, the lots.
Okay.
They still have to do the improvements and so forth. Yep.
Okay.
Yep, the size of the lots and everything. That's correct, Thomas. Thank you. Any other questions? Not. All in favor of the motion signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. Next item on the agenda is the final plat for the Great Rivers Second Edition. I think we got a letter from the state saying if everything, they're happy with it. Planning Commission also reviewed this and recommended approval of the Great Rivers Second Edition as platted here.
Motion to approve the Great Rivers Second Edition plat.
Second?
Everyone's falling asleep here tonight.
I know.
Or we're just all being friendly and letting each other take their turn. Motion made second to approve the final plat for the Great Rivers Second Edition. Any other discussion on the motion?
The only problem that I have with this is I'm not seeing any kind of an access to this Outlot 3, the park.
Okay, and there's one off of Lot 60. Go down by Hollister, and right off of Lot 60, there's a little 10 or 15 foot easement there. Thomas, number one. And number two, I think I agree with you, Tom. Maybe when they do the phase to the north or east, we might get a second access to it. But you see
Access and, I don't know if they want to have any parking be within the park.
That's one thing that they have to do. That's part of, we originally approved this as the concept, and that was part of the concept that they have that parking lot and that access, and then they'll be doing one sidewalk between those two streets. So that's part of, we don't have a developers agreement, but it's in the minutes. Maybe we could put it in some type of writing. But there's going to be a driveway or a parking area, I think, on the east side off of Hollister. Does that sound right? Last time I thought it was, but I could be wrong. But anyhow, there's the ponds there, and it's going to be one side or the other of the ponds coming off of Hollister. And then down there by lot 59 and 60, there's an access. And like you're thinking, I think we'll ask for another one as we get up around the corner.
Yeah.
I mean, those two little dots there is the access?
Between 59 and 60?
Yeah.
Yes, but that's like a 15-foot easement. I think it's a 15.
And then there, on the east side, that would be on this side is Hollister?
Well, no, Hollister's down at the bottom.
Oh, I see.
So they're right off of Hollister, which is a street. They're going to put up a driveway and a parking area for, I think it was like 8, 10 cars. I think we're going to allow them to make it gravel start, but I can't remember if we said paved, but gravel.
Is this going to be another park, or is this a
It's a combination.
pond?
It's kind of it's a holding pond / park.
Okay.
So the pond, it'd be nice if the ducks and geese were there, and then I think they're going to leave it. Of course, the Parks Committee could change, but right now it's going to be more of a wilderness. We'll maybe have some trails.
Okay.
Over time, I suppose this development goes in.
Oh, I remember that conversation now.
Yep. That's fine. Step to the front if you're going to speak. Well, I'll let you say one thing, Lynn. Normally I don't, but I'm going to let them speak, and I'm going to let you speak tonight.
Lynn Most, I'm the owner of Great Rivers. We're going to leave a space in this next phase on the upper end, go in C-wing and go up on the upper end. And then we could have parking up on that upper end, and we'll leave space in there so people can get into the park. Mm-hmm. Rather than come off of Hollister there, that's kind of dangerous.
Yeah.
And Witchcall will not let us put another road that close to Sea-Wing. Mm-hmm. So we have a little problem there. And then they'd have to walk across the pond and everything to get to park. So
we might put a little letter of understanding to say you're going to put one there, but it's going to come off of here, and maybe sooner than later we'll put something up there.
yeah.
Okay?
Yep.
Because it'll be a drivable type road, so it's going to be 30 feet wide, or I don't know what it'll be. So we'll maybe do a letter of understanding, Matt and Gene.
Okay.
Because I know originally we agreed it was going to be down out of Hollister, but I do understand your point. There's only so many driveways coming off Hollister. So, Okay, thank you, Lynn. Anybody else have any thoughts or questions on the motion? If not, all in favor of the approval of Great River's second edition, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. Next item on the agenda is the concept plan for Two Rivers Bar and Grill for a deck. And a little bit more than that, I think. It's not just a deck. If you really look at the plan, there's more than just a deck going in there. Planning Commission did review it, and they recommended, yes, it's approved as long as everything stays on the property. It's not out in the public right away or overhanging anything. So, would you like these gentlemen to, or do you have any questions for the two gentlemen in the crowd?
Yeah, I have one question.
Thomas?
On the concept drawing, you see a new lower level storage. And the question I'm going to ask you is, are you planning on excavating that and putting in walls, or is it just going to be under deck storage?
We plan on excavating and then pouring within a poured wall.
Okay.
Rather than just a simple.
Yeah, come up here, please.
Oh, I apologize.
Can I just take your name again? That's just so people on TV can see us, so you can say hi to Mom and smile, and people know who they're talking to.
I'm David Grubb, one of the owners. I usually handle the construction for the ownership group.
Yep.
We are planning on excavating along that hill. And forming poured
pie-shaped lot.
Yep, and then forming poured walls all the way down to bedrock for the retaining wall.
Okay.
So it'll be underground storage, like for your dumpsters, not necessarily contained in a building. It's not going to be a building per se.
No, it will not be though.
That's what it looked like storage. I was thinking building. So, all right. Any other questions anybody has?
The reason I ask that is because there's some storage being held at another establishment down there underneath a deck, and it,
Oh, yeah, I know. You're talking leads, maybe.
yeah.
The only thing I'd warn you on, because you're going to have to submit plans to the state, is storage underneath the deck that has assembly on it. Their concern might be what happens if fire starts underneath there. Mm-hmm. That's the only thing I'm going to tell you to think about when you're submitting to the state. They may not say anything, but that'd just be a little concern. I guess as a building inspector, of course, as you know I am, that I would say you're going to have to be concerned about. And then, of course, adding all this deck space, that's going to go to the state, and they're going to make sure you got the number of bathrooms. If you need more, you'll do them, and that's understandable too. Mm-hmm. So, you got any other thoughts or what you want to state about the project? It looks like it's going to be a good project.
It'll be a good-sized project for sure. I think we're definitely going to keep it in theme with what you guys have going with the Riverfront project when we met. Was that 2 weeks ago? Mm-hmm. I think it's really going to tie in well with what you guys have planned going with the Riverfront project. We're going to keep the Lodge theme going out there. It's not going to be it'll be a metal structure, but all wrapped in wood. Mm-hmm. So it'll kind of fit in with what we're doing. It's not going to look really modern or anything like that. So.
Yep. And again, just keep it on the property. That's all I'm concerned with too.
Yep.
Yes, Patrick.
Looking at this draft, the second one, am I understanding this right? Deck is actually coming all the way back around, and if you're on the back side of the building, all the way to the right or the left edge?
He's on the second level.
So the second level?
Yeah, that's the one he's looking at, correct.
Yes. So that will be level with the flat roof.
Okay. I guess when we
Also,
were
it's
down,
gonna be that high.
when we were down there looking at it, I didn't realize it was coming all the way around there. So that will form a roof over the sidewalk and the entrance back there on that side and everything. If my
Yes.
mental picture is right.
Yes, we'll be sealing the top level will have a flat roof membrane on it with concrete poured slab as well of insulation. So our top level will actually seal so the bottom level can be open. We're open until, the fall or winter.
And then the sidewalk we talked about will run underneath that.
Yes.
Slightly.
Yep.
Okay.
As I'm looking at this, I think, that looks like the side of a paddle boat. You should put a fake paddle on there.
There you go.
Huh?
There you go.
Just a thought.
Tom Tamaro partners with Dave and the group here.
Sure.
Absolutely. The
look at
paddle boat theme is definitely going to be incorporated as we finish the rest of this project.
Yeah, but look at the paddle boat. Yeah, put a paddle.
I love getting weird stuff to build. It's been a lot of fun. Just using blue.
He doesn't like to spend all the money doing it, but it's a good idea.
Yeah.
But anyhow, so there's actually 3 levels of decks: ground level, main floor.
The only ground level is really the sidewalk you mentioned, and that small slab for the boat drink patio.
The
That's
third
really
one.
the only lower patio there is.
And it is one business. We all know that. It's not 2 separately run ones. So.
Yep.
Any other questions? That's a good question. Anybody else, Thomas?
This is just a question, just in general, about how I imagine that the general public it's going to be quite a sight, and it's going to be quite a thing to look out over the railroad and the river. Do you have any plans for keeping early morning people from inhabiting during your closed down hours?
Oh, this will be totally lockable.
Okay.
Yes, every entrance we have will be lockable with at least an 8-foot door.
The gate or
Chained up.
something.
Yep.
Good point, Tom. So you don't have people sleeping up there, is what you're thinking, Tom?
Well, or
I can
just,
see that.
there's a lot of people that go
stand there
out on
looking.
day trips
Yeah.
through the valley, and let's stop and look here at 5 o'clock in the
Yeah.
morning.
Yeah.
And let's see what the view is on the second level.
Yeah.
That's true. Yeah.
Yeah, no, we have 2 entrances to the deck. I see one is the ADA accessible ramp, and then one is the stairwell, and those will both have locked doors on it that we can close. Because this first level of the deck will be available for winter time with heaters and everything like that. So we do need to have it closable for that reason.
It's exciting. It's
I think it's pretty cool. Tom.
great concept.
I thought I was done with that building.
If you could help us find more parking so you guys have more space.
All right, yeah.
We'll figure that out.
Figured out.
I still think go up to the alley and buy Walto. That can cost money. All right. Everybody okay with the concept plan? I don't know if you want to make a motion that we have approved the concept plan as presented, and of course they still need state approval and keep it on their property. So
I'll make a motion to approve the concept plan for Two River.
I'll second that motion.
motion made second, approve the concept plan as presented with a couple of the conditions we mentioned. Any other discussion on the motion? Not, all in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. Thank you, gentlemen. Appreciate your time.
Thank you very much, everybody.
Thank you very much.
Appreciate it.
Okay, the next one is, I think the Planning Commission's seen this first, Resolution 2021. So which one is it? This 2121?
This is 20.
Okay.
20.
So Resolution 2020, resolution for rezoning territory in the city of Prescott, the Sears property. So the Planning Commission heard a rezoning request. We temporarily rezoned it. I think it was industrial, right? Industrial
I3.
commercial. And now we have to do had to have a public hearing for the rezoning, and Planning Commission recommended approval for the permanent zoning of, what is it, I3, which is highway commercial industrial.
Yep.
So I guess I entertain a motion to approve Resolution 2021.
I make a motion to approve Resolution 2021.
Second.
Motion made, second, approve resolution 2021, resolution rezoning territory in the city of Prescott, which is a Sears property, as recommended by the planning commission. Is there any other discussion on the motion? If not, all in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. Now here's the resolution. Is this? Oh, there's different ones, right?
Oh, yeah.
Different sections. So there's a resolution 1721, initial resolution vacating a portion of Lake Street in the city of Prescott, Wisconsin. Is there like 3 on this one?
Yeah.
Or is it just the one?
You mean
one.
properties?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's one,
Exhibit
So on
A,
this one,
only
like
one.
4, 5 properties, 6 properties.
So for this first resolution, there's 5 properties, or
So there's,
because I see we got 3 different resolutions.
yeah, some are on St. Croix Street, some are on Lake Street, and some are on Hilton Street.
Okay, so these are all the ones on Lake
Lake,
Street.
right.
And just FYI, everybody, council should probably know this, but in the crowd too, we're vacating only portions of a street where buildings were somehow built on and back in the day when Lake Street, no one really got too worried about it. So we're just trying to get any building off of our public right of way, as long as it made sense that we didn't block it right away. So that's what these resolutions are about.
Correct.
So I'd entertain a motion to approve the resolution vacating those portions of Lake Street from the assessor's plat that had buildings.
Well, this is the initial resolution.
Oh,
And so you need to hold a public hearing,
Oh,
and the
okay.
public hearing will be held on, I think it's September 20.
All these will be
the
on,
last
right?
council meeting in September.
it says on here.
Yeah, it's in here.
Just that part. September 27th, 2021.
Yeah. So these will go out to all of the property owners on
Okay.
Lake
Within
Street.
there. Just-
All
okay.
3 of these resolutions, because it's within. They're all within there.
So many
Be
feet.
published in the paper 3 times.
Okay.
So it takes a little bit of a process to get it all done.
I make a motion to approve resolution 1721, 1821, and 1921.
You don't have a problem doing all 3 at once?
No?
Okay, good. Thanks, Thomas.
Second.
Okay, motion made, second, approve resolution 1721, vacating portions of Lake Street, 1821, vacating portions of St. Croix Street, and 1921, vacating portions of Hilton Street. And these are all initial resolutions. The public hearing for all 3 of these will be held on September 27th, 2021 at the City Council meeting. Is there any other discussion on the motion? If not, all in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. Next item on the agenda is Public Works. Do we need any meetings for Public Works, Robert? Jane?
We'll
Not
be
that I
getting
know
into.
of.
Yeah, we'll be getting into budget, but that's going to be a while yet.
All right. Personnel, do we have any?
Yes, we'd like to have a meeting for personnel set up in the first week of September.
Who's on that committee again? I don't have my cheat sheet.
Me.
Dar and
And Rob.
Rob.
Okay. When were you thinking? That's last year's, that's right.
I'm gone.
Open
I'm
that
gone the week of the 13th through the 17th.
Of September?
Yep.
How about the Thursday, the 9th?
September 9th?
Yeah.
At what time?
Yep, I can do that. 5 o'clock.
5 o'clock?
Sure.
All right, so now there's a personnel committee meeting scheduled for Thursday, September 9th at 5 p.m. for all those who are on it and or anyone else. And if you want me there, let me know. All right, I guess if that's done, we got communications and new business. Any public comments? Paper? I forget your first name again. Melissa probably wants to speak out, but she's kind of shy, so we'll let her sit this time.
Mayor, you should put the personnel committee on your schedule.
All right, I'll do that. Thank you. Public comments, Robert, you might have had one.
Yeah, there's been talk about for sale, vehicles for sale in the street or in public parking. There's an ordinance clearly states you can't do that. You can have it in your own driveway, but you can't park it in the public parking or on the public street. And it is an ordinance, and you can find them in the ordinance on the city website.
All right, thank you. Anybody else have public comments?
To that point, I guess I've got a couple new neighbors. Welcome to Prescott. And for myself, for folks like that, and again, not being that, still being fairly new, what is the best way for folks to get a welcome to Prescott kind of maybe packet or information, because as we know, I bought a house. It happened to have chickens, but nobody told me when I bought the house I needed to get a permit for my chickens. So I went the first while without one. And I'm wondering if we have such a thing, maybe that I just don't know about, rather than digging through all the ordinances, a frequently asked questions or something along those lines for new residences to help them transition that stuff. Just a thought or an idea. Maybe it's already there and I've missed it. Any suggestions or ideas down the road?
They used to have a welcome wagon or
We did.
whatever, but I think now with technology,
Yeah.
City of Prescott chickens. I'm sure. I'm not a computer guy, but I'm sure you can ask the question.
And I did. I wound up doing that when somebody asked me, did you...
We don't. I guess, like to your point, maybe City Hall could start getting questions, and the regular ones, maybe they can put them online. Frequently asked questions.
Just a thought. Again,
or frequently overlooked ordinances, something like that. And it doesn't have to happen, but even staff or council here, if you have questions that people get asking, let's get it to the staff. We can put frequently asked questions on the website. How's that?
as more and more folks move in, because just like I think I saw what Tom was talking about, where someone apparently knew and didn't know about this, these things happen.
Yep. Oh yeah. Yep. Anytime we can try to eliminate that, we would. So
I'm sure we could put together a file to put on the website of Welcome to Prescott.
Frequently asked questions,
Yep.
concerns,
There you go.
parking, burning. You could we have an ordinance on
Currently
burning.
water only on the
Yep.
day of your street number. And
And that would be just, I think, that would probably flash up on the website right up top anyway, wouldn't it? The watering deal.
Yeah, we could set it up on the front page so that it pops up when people show up.
Good point. Any other public comments for business? How about, and then that's the next one. Any other business to discuss for future?
Well, I think we should officially welcome Matt to the city of Prescott.
Absolutely.
Make him stand up and introduce himself live.
Yeah.
Is that it?
Oh, man.
And he's good. All right.
Okay.
Just say who you are. Sure. Whatever.
So,
Let people
Matt Wolf, I'm the new city administrator here with the city of Prescott, so thank you all very much for welcoming me, and I'm very excited to be part of the great city of Prescott and working for you all and the citizens of Prescott, and continue to make this a great place to live and work and shop and do all those things that people love Prescott to do. I know many people are very jealous of all the amenities and the businesses and the housing over here, so very excited to get the opportunity to work with all of you on council and also the citizens of Prescott.
Thank you, Matt.
Thanks,
Appreciate
Matt.
it. Thanks, Maureen, on that thought. Any other business besides that one now?
Can we get an update from the chief on how the 2 o'clock or 2:30 is going?
I did ask him today.
Did you?
He said, yeah. I said, how about last weekend? He said, no, it was good. He said that one person was getting out of hand. He said they might have took him to county jail, but one of the other officers was busy with a different call, and so they couldn't really both be going out of town, so he just gave the gentleman a ticket.
Right.
But other than that, I think I've heard just a few people too, the presence of the police being down there, and the bar's understanding we mean business. I think right now we're having pretty good luck.
Good.
So
Good.
that's what I kind of a
I'd
little bit got
like
chief
to
today.
hear regularly from the chief about that if we can.
We could try to do a monthly, just any, not that we're nosy, but the same sense, hey, if we need to
Yeah.
change the bar clothes again, we
Especially through this summer, because I think there's a lot of people who want to gather in public places now.
Yeah, a lot of growth in our summer activities around here.
yeah.
Just because our amenities.
I've had the opportunity to talk to some of the bar owners because they're in my ward. So I make a point of, in the morning hours when I know they're down there, stopping down and talking to them, and they're all real happy with what's going on, the police being down there at closing time. They don't want any trouble either. They're professionals that are just trying to operate a business.
I saw the officer on foot on Saturday, I think it was, down there as
Just
well.
that presence, I think, makes a big difference. One thing I'd say is I think someone mentioned our courtesy dock. They said, boy, it's really, really nice.
Yeah.
Long way down, they say, but it is a nice dock. So,
With one of the other persons from Stillwater called today on it.
you want one just like it? All right. Any other business now? Any thoughts? I think we do have a request coming up, as you've seen from Matt, about Peacock Bridge's retaining wall, so you can, there'll be documentation coming that, we'll talk later, but just
Okay.
keep your eyes near it. If you want, have more questions for now, you can go see Matt.
Yeah, I wondered, I saw it in the packet.
Yeah.
So I wasn't sure why
Yeah.
it was not on the agenda.
Nope, I told them they had to wait a month, just because I wanted them to, I guess, I don't know.
I'll save my comments. I did go down there and do a thorough walk around, and
Yep.
I'm no engineer, but I'll talk about
Yep,
that next.
the next one. Yep, but just FYI, if you want, don't be afraid to go to Matt and Jane, and they might have the documents. And again, going down there, yeah, do you get permission or not? I'm not sure if someone says you get off, but more than likely, what are you doing here? But you can just take a peek. Just be careful you're walking Highway 10. That's busy on that highway now. So, all right.
Don't forget to get your Prescott Days buttons coming up fast.
Oh, that's right.
Oh, you got them here?
Motion to adjourn?
Second.
Well, you're real gunshot. Motion made and second to adjourn. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. Thank you everyone for your participation again today.
I will be out of town for Prescott Days.